Hi, I'm Robert Martin. In this video, we're going to talk about developing lower body strength. Since I started this series of 10 videos, I've had a lot of requests for information specifically about both upper body and lower body strength, so that's what I'm going to give you. Now, in order to develop lower body strength, we want to look at both pushing and pulling strength. So the easiest way to develop the pushing strength is with a squatting motion. But if all you have is your own body weight, that's not going to be very challenging. I mean, you can do body weight squats, but because these muscles are big and strong, the biggest and strongest in your body, that's very easy to do. You need to make it more intense in some kind of way. Now, if you want to build endurance, you can do a lot of those. You can do high reps. I've done actually over 1,000 consecutive body weight squats, but that's about building endurance, not about building maximal strength. So let's look at ways to make the exercise more intense so you can do fewer reps and not take all that time. The easiest way to do that with a squat is to just do it on one leg. Now, I understand that's easier said than done, but I'm going to show you ways to get there. The easiest way to do it to begin with, if you can't go all the way down and then come back up with just the strength of one leg, is to sit a chair behind you. Hold one leg out in front and sit down onto the chair and then stand back up. You'll develop some strength that way, and when you feel comfortable going past that point, especially if you're traveling like I was when I created this entire system and you've got your suitcase with you, push the chair out of the way, put your suitcase down on the floor, sit down onto your suitcase and then stand back up. Eventually you'll develop enough strength to where you can go down all the way and then come back up. But it's also a good idea, until you're really comfortable with it, to help yourself out by either holding onto a chair for balance and a little bit of pulling up if you need that. Or you can even use the wall, just kind of put your hand on the wall, go down, and with your hand on the wall for balance, come back up that way. Eventually you'll get to where you can do it freestanding, not depending on anything, not touching anything. You want to keep your weight a little bit forward so you don't fall over, and then you'll go down all the way, and you'll be able to stand back up just with the strength of one leg. Now that is a compound motion, a multi-joint, multi-muscle group movement, which I prefer. I don't like to do isolation things. They're not very efficient, and it's not how your body works in the real world. That will work both your quads and your glutes very effectively, both at the same time. Now, to develop lower body pulling strength, it's a little bit tougher to do. The muscle that makes your lower leg bend and pull is your hamstring muscle that corresponds to the biceps muscle in your arm, which bends your arm. This is the muscle that makes your leg bend. A little bit harder to hit, especially with just your body weight, but there are ways to do it, and I always travel with my trusty Power Wheel. I love this thing. It's great for so many things, and it is the only piece of equipment that I use. Everything else I do is strictly body weight, but as you know by now, I've worked out ways to make that pretty intense. This thing is great. I strongly urge you to get one. Go to my website, lookgreatnakedatanyage.com. At the top of the page there's a link where you can get your Power Wheel. Get one. It's great. Now the fact that you can put your feet in these stirrups opens up a whole world of possibilities. I'll show you how we can hit these muscles back here with this. All you do is put your feet in the stirrups, and then you're going to flip over on your back. And now from an extended position like this on your back, you're just going to pull in and go back out again. Pull your legs in all the way up to your butt and back out again. I like to make this a little bit more intense and a little bit more difficult by sometimes doing it like this: up, in, out, and down, kind of make it a four-part motion. And with that I do breathing. I inhale on the up, exhale on this part, inhale again on the out, and then exhale on the down. So you've made that a little bit more difficult motion, and that will hit these hamstring muscles very effectively. So again, this is a great piece of equipment to have. It disassembles. It's easy to throw in your suitcase. Now, if you don't have one yet, get it. And while you're waiting for it to arrive, again, let's say you're traveling, you're in a hotel room. Most hotel rooms have chairs, so just grab a chair and you can approximate that same motion and hit these muscles back here. It's not as effective as it is with the power wheel because you don't get the range of motion, but you can do it. All you do is set the chair there, put your heels on the chair and lift. Now you can definitely feel that in your hamstrings, but again, it's not as effective as the power wheel because you don't get the same range of motion. So there you go. There's lower body pushing strength, lower body pulling strength. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Make it a great day.